How's it going, everybody, and welcome back for some more of the Dawnguard DLC. And last time we left off over here at Fort Dawnguard, and I searched for a mod that would make my husky buddy over there invincible or essential, basically the same thing, meaning that my dog won't die, regardless of how much damage he takes. Like, he'll just get downed or whatever, and he'll be put in the fetal position, or whatever it is that characters do, whatever it is that the dogs do when they're close to death, maybe. Basically, I couldn't find one that worked. There were a couple that said they made dogs invincible, but they didn't work. Maybe they just didn't work with, like, Dawnguard dogs. I don't know. But if somebody finds one that works, or if somebody makes one that works with the huskies and whatnot, then please be sure to let me know, because I would like a mod that actually makes my husky friend over there invincible. So let's go ahead and wrap up this quest for Gunmar, and then we'll talk to what's-her-name.
Cozy little place, isn't this?
I suppose so. I've killed the vampire masquerading as a visiting advisor.
Aye, lad, I'd be happy to. But you already have a creature under your command.
Okay, wasn't trying to select that dialogue option, but whatever.
Very good. That's one less monster we need to worry about. Though there's plenty more where he came from. Be ever watchful.
Whatever you say, and I still find it kind of poopy that I can't have both an armored troll and a dog. That kind of disappoints me, but alright, Serena.
Hope you're getting along with Isran. He takes some getting used to.
No, I still hate him. He's a dick. I don't think I'll ever like him. I hope he dies later, actually. In fact, I'm calling it right now. I think Isran will die later on in the DLC. I haven't seen too many spoilers. All I know so far is, well, I don't want to spoil it for people who are watching this and are finding out about the Dawnguard DLC blindly, but I'm calling it right now. That is my prediction. Isran will die later in the DLC, whether to sacrifice himself or whatever. But yeah, there's also one other thing that was spoiled for me for this DLC. The only other thing that was spoiled is that there were armored trolls, which isn't really a big deal, and I think that I could get huskies, which actually helped me anyways, because I would never have thought to search in the back of the whole fortress if I hadn't known or, like, been told that there were huskies that the Dawnguard get. But anyways, what can I do to help?
I want to add some punch to our crossbow capabilities. I've done all I can on my own. I need a little inspiration. I've always been fascinated with Dwemer artifacts. I take them apart, poke around in their guts, and try to figure things out, with mixed results. But as luck would have it, I've tracked down the location of some actual Dwemer diagram drawings.
Whoa, guess who gets to go search for them?
So, if you'd be a dear and collect those plans for me?
Sure, why the hell not? I don't really care.
Don't get yourself killed.
Once again, I'm doing all the heavy lifting, and are you kidding me? Back out of the way, please. Oh, you don't want to back out of the way? Fine. Be that way. You can fucking fly. Magic, she can fly! Whoa, it's what happens when she gets in my way. She gets in my way, and then she's like, oh shit, I have the power to fly now. That is exactly what happens, but this is just something I've always kind of pointed out. It's not like a legitimate complaint against the game. It's just me, like, being dumb, pointing out something that I find humorous, because the NPCs, they never do anything. They always sit on their asses and pretend to be important or badass or whatever, when in fact they just sit, like, the whole time and tell me to do all the heavy lifting and searching for stuff. Sometimes they tag along, but usually when they tag along, they don't really do anything worthwhile. They just kind of shout random bullshit and offer insight into what's happening with the quest. But on the other hand, if they were actually useful, then one could argue that that would lessen the significance that your own character has. So I can see that. I can definitely see where people are coming from with that. But that's not like a legitimate complaint against the game. I love the game. There are very few things other than minor bugs and the fact that dogs can die, like, really easily. There are very few things that I can complain about and be, like, legitimately upset about. So, yeah, other than the fact that dogs will die kind of easily, like Bran over here. What the hell? He has full health? Oh, that's right. Dogs, I think all companions actually get full health after a fight is over. Though I could be wrong. But it looked like he had full health right there. But, so yeah, other than the fact that dogs can die, dog followers die pretty easily, kind of, sort of, and the fact that there are just random glitches and times where the game would crash, other than that stuff, like, I have pretty much no complaints about this game. This game is stellar, and I love it. Like, I wouldn't have made a 300-part Let's Play of this game if I didn't enjoy it so much. But I like to complain about, like, small, insignificant shit that I just find humorous. But if I were to not complain about anything, then the commentary would be very bland. I wouldn't be talking about very much. So that's what some people don't seem to grasp all too well. I know the majority of you probably grasp that pretty easily. But some people think I'm being legitimately serious and, like, saying I hate Skyrim when I say, oh, I guess I get to do all, like, the heavy lifting and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Some people think I'm legitimately upset and that I dislike the game because of stuff like that, when that's just not true. And there's a soul gem right there. And a chest that is locked, which I can hopefully unlock without too much difficulty. Really wish that I could just auto... Well, actually, I can auto-unlock, can't I? But that'll just be kind of dumb. And the Daedric Bro is over here, but it only does 21 damage, which is unfortunate. Really? Get out of my way! You just never cease to amaze me with your getting in the way of shit. But, yeah, can't really use bows. I wish I could. I feel like I made the wrong mistake, actually, in the end, because if I had an archer build, it would be cool to get this new crossbow stuff by joining the Dawnguard and whatnot, but, like, I don't use archery or bows or anything like that. My guy is 100% melee and magic, or I guess 50 magic and 50 melee, because I switch back and forth. I'm usually using melee, but sometimes I'll bust out the magic stuff. And by the way, I actually want to start using the bound sword again, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to that as soon as I get out of this loading screen, which I already did. Fast healing. Alrighty. Now let's go ahead and bring up the map again and travel over yonder to Fort Dawnguard. And, so yeah, that is where I stand. I feel like I've actually made the wrong decision as I adjust in my chair here by joining the Dawnguard, because if I hadn't joined the Dawnguard, if I went with the vampires, then it wouldn't be a big deal. But now I'm losing out on, like, crossbow upgrades the next time that I play through Skyrim and play the Dawnguard DLC, and I have an archery build, and I end up going to the vampires next time. So that kind of sucks, but I don't think it's really a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. So let's go ahead and talk to Serena, and...
is done with the place. It's good to see someone else who's really prepared.
And hopefully we can go ahead and advance the questage here, all of the Dawnguard quests. But I'm back from that place with the enhanced crossbow schematic.
You're back and alive to boot. Fantastic. I see. Clever dwarves. With a similar technique and a little tinkering, I should be able to improve the capabilities of our crossbows. I often wonder where we'd be if the Dwemer were still around. Oh well. We'll have to manage with the scraps we find. Here, let me show you how it's made. Assuming
Great.
you have the smithing skills, you should be able to make this yourself at Gunmar's Forge. Either way, I'll have some for sale soon.
Of course you will. Well, alright, I think we're good here.
See you.
Yeah, that's poopy. And why can I not sprint? Am I over encumbered with something? What the hell? Oh, what's his name gave me this axe, didn't he? When I wrapped up that one quest. Well,
appreciate all the horrible things that can happen to you if you're not being cautious.
Yeah, blah de blah. See, now I'm losing out on crossbow upgrades, which I find kind of shitty, but
yes, listener.
Not much I can do about it at this point. As I already mentioned, it's what's done is done, and I'll just have to deal with it. It's not that important or that significant in the grand scheme of life, so let's go ahead and go up and talk to Isran, I think. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Yeah, we got both of those quests done, so now we have to follow Isran somewhere. Not sure where we're going. Maybe he's going to take us to some kind of trapdoor area or whatever, and then we'll be explained. He'll explain stuff to us, you know, to further our knowledge about the task at hand. But while I'm thinking about that quest marker, it keeps popping up, and it's just annoying to see that on the map. Let's go ahead and remove that quest marker. I don't like it, but what's up, Isran?
I knew it would come to this one day. I knew. And no one believed.
Okay, well, looks like he has no new dialogue for me. So now we actually follow him. He's probably going to take us to, like, a basement or some shit. And, oh, what the hell? What's she doing here? Are you kidding me? And why is this room all shitty?
You probably weren't
This
expecting to see me
vampire
again.
showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say. So let's hear it.
Probably
Holy
weren't
shit.
expecting to see me again.
Yeah, you already said that. She got launched right over... Can she even get out of that? That is awesome if she's, like, stuck there. I think she's really stuck there. That is beast mode. That could not have been planned better. That was perfectly executed. Alright, what's up, Serana?
Probably weren't expecting to see me again.
That's the third time you've said that. What the hell? What are you doing here?
I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen before your friend here loses his patience. It's... well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
What about the scroll?
The reason I had it, and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father. I'm guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was... a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it.
Well, what sort of prophecy, I wonder?
It's pointless and vague, like all prophecies. The part he latched onto said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. That's what he's after. He wants to control the sun. Have vampires control the world.
Oh, no!
My mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll.
The one thing that I am wondering about is why we don't go to, like, the Empire or the Stormcloaks with this knowledge. Even though we're the Dawnguard, there's, like, maybe 20 people in this fort. Like, we could get the army's assistance here. I could get the Dark Brotherhood. I get the College Guild, whatever. The Mages... College of Winterhold, that's the one. And the Thieves Guild, because I'm the leader of the Thieves Guild. And is there another one I'm missing? I think that's it. The Mages, the Fighters... I guess no, because I didn't even help the Blades in the end. But the point is, I get all of this assistance, and it's just me and like 20 other guys, and those other guys don't even do anything at the moment. But anyways, that is actually the spoiler that I was talking about earlier, that somebody spoiled for me in the comments. Somebody said, oh, the vampires try to destroy the sun or whatever, or control it, whatever. I assume it's control it, maybe. Well, the comments said destroy it. But anyways, I've been talking about shit for too long. What's all this have to do with the Dawnguard? You took a big risk coming here.
I did. But something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong.
Wow, I'm a Khajiit, and she trusts me. What the hell? That is amazing. Nobody's ever trusted a Khajiit before. No, you're right. We just have to convince the others that you're on our side. You want us to help you? Let's go with this.
Well, let's move then. I'm nothing if not persuasive.
Oh, is that so? Speak to Isran.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
I can think of a few reasons why you shouldn't kill her. Because we're going to need her help. Set your hatred aside and try to see the larger picture, asshole.
Set my hatred aside? Not a chance. It's what keeps me strong.
I think your beard does a better job of keeping you strong than your hatred, but you don't trust her? Fine, trust me, I believe her.
You better know what you're doing. It can stay for now, but if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it?
I don't care, I'll kill you.
Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it.
Well, who can then?
Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though.
Aren't they from
Not that it
Cyrodiil?
helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away. In Cyrodiil.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Some Imperial scholar arrived in Skyrim a few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Just like that.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place.
Pretty sure Skyrim just had a grammatical brain fart right there. Didn't he say, aren't you on your own, as in you are own? Instead of your, as in your own? He messed up. They butchered that one, kind of, sort of, but whatever. That's not even... That's dumb. People complain about that shit all the time, but it's not really a big deal. Ow, just cracked my finger. Where would a moth piece actually go? The other problem I have with that whole sequence is he's like, oh, I saw a guy walking down the street. He was probably it. That was probably a moth priest.
Well, back before you know, the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing. The wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.